side hop.
With the huge amount of success Samsung found to have with their S6, they've decided to keep on that same track with the S7 handset. They've even simplified their lineup this time round, offering the standard S7 and the larger S7 Edge. The Plus and Active have been dropped. So checking out the S7 Edge design, you'll notice that not much has changed between this and Samsung's older S6. The front fascia is slightly curved at the edges, but what has changed is the rear of the phone. It now curves too, making it a lot easier to hold in your hand without fear of slipping. Down the right hand side are your volume rockers, on the left is power and unlock device, and on the front are the standard fingerprint sensor and home buttons, as well as your back button and open apps button as touch sensitive panels. On top you will find the slot for your SIM card and now an added micro SD card. Samsung listened to its fans and have included much needed additional storage features this time round. You can now include a micro SD card of up to 200 gig. What has been added, which seems to be a current trend for handsets at the moment, is an IP68 rating, meaning the handset is water and dustproof. IP68 in terms of water protection means that the phone can be submerged in up to 1.5 meters of water for around 30 minutes. It won't be able to accompany you on a scuba dive, but you certainly don't have to worry about watching Netflix in the shower anymore. The spec performance for the Samsung S7 Edge has improved leaps and bounds over Samsung's older S6. The S7 is now rocking their own Exynos 8890 octa-core CPU, as well as 4GB of RAM backing it up. Storage capacities come in 32GB or 64GB, with the chance, as I said earlier, to enlarge that with a micro SD card. There is also an Adreno 520 GPU chip, making this phone hugely fast compared to other handsets. The screen has a resolution of 2560 by 1440 for a UHD finish with a pixel density of 577. Samsung has used their favourable Super AMOLED screens, which is sized up this time at 5.1 inches. It's covered in Gorilla Glass 4 for added protection from scrapes and drops. I must say the screen is a lot brighter and sharper than most other phones thanks to its huge resolution. The rear camera hasn't changed much, and in fact the megapixels have been dropped to 12 from last year's 16 megapixels on the S6. The reason for this is that the sensor has been improved for low lighting performance, and who really needs 16 megapixels anyway? The camera can shoot at a maximum of 2160p at 30 frames per second, but you can get a much smoother motion at 1080p at 60 frames per second. There's even a chance of getting some slow motion shots using the 720p mode at 240 frames per second. The front camera has a 5 megapixel sensor for your selfies. Samsung's new flagship has greatly improved over their older S6, and most of these are completely welcome. I would definitely recommend this phone over pretty much all other phones on the market at the moment. It's fast, nice and sharp on the screen, and looks absolutely stunning, especially in the black onyx colour. If you liked our review of the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, then do leave a like. If you didn't, then you know what to do. Please leave comments below on what you think of the new S7, we'd love to hear your thoughts. My name is Steph, and you're watching TechNewOvo.com.